IIM Raipur. IIM Raipur has opted out of Common Admission Process (CAP). So they have their own process. Let's take a look at the IIM Raipur admission policy for the PGP-MBA program of 25 to 27. It has 3 steps. Step number 1 is online registration, for which you are going to receive an email. Then you will have to fill a form. Only if you get the email, which will be dependent on the eligibility criteria if you meet, then only you will be able to fill that form within stipulated time, and then you will receive a subsequent email for GDPI shortlist. This is your step number 1. But remember, this is not an interview call. You will receive an interview call after that if you finally meet the criteria. What that criteria will be? That is called minimum eligibility criteria, which is a combination of MAC plus CAT. What is MAC? The minimum academic eligibility is the score that you have to have in graduation. And of course in 10th and 12th, for which I am going to show you the details. If you have CA, CMA, ICS with you, but you have not done graduation, then you will get a 50% score for that. Otherwise, whatever score you have gotten in your graduation, that will be considered. What about the CAT percentile? You should have positive row score, plus you should meet the section-wise and overall percentile. I want you to pause the video here for a moment and check that for yourself. Now, interesting thing is that if you meet these, that does not mean that you are going to get the call. It is just the eligibility. That means you are eligible. The actual percentile could go higher, and it will. Second process is shortlisting of candidate for GDPI, and that is based on aggregate index score. The components are this. Important thing is that 50% portion is allocated to CAT, and then 20% each for 10th and 12th, which means your academic background and your CAT score has a lot of focus here. Then of course there is a gender diversity and academic diversity score, but important thing is that if you are eligible for anything, then you will get only one diversity score and not both. If you are eligible for both, still you will be getting one score only. What that score will be, that is not mentioned on the document that is mentioned here. There are some tables here for your 10th class marks, then your 12th class marks. You can always check that after pausing the video. And then for all these disciplines, you will get a +3. Now it's a comprehensive list. I'm just going to show you the list. There are categories A, B, C, D, E, and then more in category E. The point is that if you fall in any of these categories, A to E, you will get a +3 for your graduation, for academic diversity. But if you do not fall in these categories, then also you may have a chance to get that academic diversity score depending upon the discretion of IIM Raipur. Third step is going to be the final score. Once you are done with your PI and GD, then the components would be these. Again, 50% of the portion is dedicated to your CAT score. PI score has 25% and work experience score has 15%, which is, another significant portion, 25 plus 15. Now let's take a look at what these components will be. PI score, of course, will test you on everything, your opinion making, your work experience quality, how you present yourself, communication and whatnot. Second thing would be your GD score, which is a simple GD, and your profile score will be that if you have a specific degree or a specific type of certification, you will get a +1. Then you have a work experience score. What they are going to test in work experience? Just the duration. Now that's a complex formula, so I've just tried to simplify it here, that if you have less than 6 months of work experience, you will get a 0 score. From 7 to 16, you will get a score from 4.4 to 10. The maximum score is 15 that you are going to get if you have a work experience from 24 months to 36 months. Then it will start decreasing. And after 47 months of work experience, you will get a straight 2. So check whatever is applicable for you. And what is not a work experience? Your part-time, your articleship, your unpaid work or salary that is received in cash, UPI, etc. is not part of your work experience. And if you are an entrepreneur, you should have these documents with you. Otherwise, that also cannot be considered a work experience. But you can, of course, mention all these things which are not part of your work experience in an extracurricular or sort of internship part in your Part B form that you will be receiving from the institutions. And that's all. Keep checking your email and we'll be back soon.